Hello, everyone, and welcome to Chat with Pat. I'm your host, Patricia Peters, and I'm so grateful you've chosen to spend a little part of your day with me. This is more than just another live stream. It's a place where hearts connect, stories inspired, lessons are shared, and lives are transformed. Here we laugh together, we learn together, we grow together, and sometimes we even cry together. Because every story carries a lesson, every challenge carries a purpose, and every conversation has the power to change someone's life. So whether you're joining us from across the street or across the world, welcome. Grab your favorite cup of coffee, invite a friend, join the conversation, and let's make these next few minutes truly meaningful. This is Chat with Pat, where real conversations create real connections, and every conversation leaves a lasting impact. Welcome, everyone. Hello, a very good night to each and every one of you. And for those who just tuning in, very good night. Welcome to Chat with Pat. If you're watching around the world or you're watching right across the street, welcome. Today's topic is the price of what you tolerate. The price of what you tolerate. Very hot topic. So stay tuned. Don't leave. Don't scroll away. Stay there, guys. Tonight's question is, what are you teaching people about how to treat you by what you continue to tolerate? By the way, if you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Patricia Peters, known as Cheryl. I'm a Guyanese born. I've been living in New York for 27 years. I was 27 years when I left Guyana. I'm a mom, a wife, a daughter, a sister, a neighbor, and a friend. I was a teacher. I was a banker. I was a lead trainer. I was a nanny. And now I own my own business. I'm a digital entrepreneur. What do? I teach people how to learn to earn online. So if you want a side hustle, if you want to earn online and you want to prepare a legacy for your family, message me. So tonight's question again, what are you teaching people about how to treat you by what you continue to tolerate? Might be confusing, but listen. Once again, good evening, beautiful people. I should say good morning, good evening, and good afternoon because people are watching the show from all over the world, right? So, welcome to Chat with Pat, where real conversations, real growth, real life. I am Peters, and tonight we're going somewhere deep. Not in the ocean, but somewhere deep. Before we begin, tell me where you're joining from. Tap that share button and invite someone who needs a powerful, honest conversation tonight. 5 seconds of curiosity. That's one of my show that I have every day, one of my videos that I post every day. 5 seconds of curiosity. So tonight I'm going to dab a little bit of 5 seconds of curiosity on my show, Chat with Pat tonight. Did you know that your skin is your body's largest organ? And one of its most important jobs is creating a protective boundary between what belongs inside your body and what could harm it from the outside. And you guys know where I'm going with this, right? Every human being understands this. Anything valuable needs protection. And that brings us to tonight's soul-searching question. I have goosebumps talking about this. What are you teaching people about how to treat you by what you continue to tolerate? Let me say that again. What are you teaching people about how to treat you by what you continue to tolerate? Breathe, everybody. Breathe in, out. Sometimes disrespect does not come kicking down your door. Sometimes it comes disguised as a joke at your expense. You guys know what I'm talking about? I think my lips are too dry. Sometimes it looks like someone who calls only when they need something. Sometimes it is the person who continually breaks promises and then says, "That's just how I am." And if you're experiencing people like this in your life, or you're going through these things that I'm talking about tonight, you need help. You need to tell someone. You need a confidant. You need a therapist. You need somebody. Sometimes it is being interrupted, ignored, shouted at, taken for granted, or expected to rescue everybody while nobody checks to see if you need rescuing. Have you ever laughed at something that hurt you because you didn't want to create a conflict? Oh my God. That hit the nail on the head. Type me in the comments if you've ever laughed at something that hurt you because you didn't want to create a conflict. Have you ever said, "It's okay," but it was not okay? Come on, we're all guilty of this. I am too. Have you ever accepted an apology even though the same behavior returned 3 days later? Have you ever called yourself understanding when you were actually afraid of being rejected, criticized, or abandoned? Oh, I'm going to live with them because I understand him. But every day, he makes me scared. He rejects me. He criticizes you from head to toe, and he abandoned me and go with his friends all the time. How many of you are guilty of that? How many are experiencing that? Tonight, don't name the person. Do not name the person. Name the pattern, the habit. There is a pattern. People follow patterns. I talked about narcissistic behavior the other night. Is this disrespect? Inconsistency? Manipulation? Being ignored? Being taken for granted? Or always being expected to fix everybody else's problems? Listen carefully. Repeated tolerance can turn an exception into an expectation. I'll behave bad because you gave me an exception the last time. So I can always behave bad, and your expectation of me is fine. People may hear what you say, but they study what you repeatedly accept. Now, let me be clear. This question is not about blaming anyone for another person's cruelty or abuse. If someone is threatening, controlling, frightening, or hurting you, that behavior is never your fault. Your safety comes first, and you should seek trusted or professional support rather than confronting that person if doing so could endanger you. Never add fuel to the fire. When a man is angry, when a man is drunk, when a woman is crazy, don't argue. Tonight, we're examining the patterns that we can safely change and the choices that are within our control. Every problem has a solution. You don't have to live with the problem for the rest of your life. We can solve it. You all know how much I love gardening, right? I love my garden. I planted my mustard, bora, cucumber, squash, eggplant, peppers, and I water them, feed them, and I watch them grow. Now imagine if the squirrels and the groundhog came into my garden every day and ate everything. And instead of protecting my plants, I said, well, I don't want to offend the squirrels. I don't want the groundhog to think I have changed. I don't want the animals to become angry with me. You would say, Patricia, put up a fence. Why? Because a fence is not hatred towards the animals. A fence is protection for what I am growing. And you guys know, you guys watch me all summer, how I've been waking up 5 in the morning to protect my plants from these animals. I'm using my story, my personal story, as an illustration to teach you that if people are going to come every day in your life to disrupt your peace, to beat you, to insult you, to molest you, do you know how many women are being raped by their husbands on a daily basis? If she says no and you force yourself, that's rape. A fence is protection for what I am growing. So why do we protect our tomatoes better than we protect our peace? Bingo. Why do we lock our houses, protect our passwords, insure our cars, and fence our gardens, but give people unlimited access to our time, our emotions, our energy, and our dreams? A boundary does not mean that you hate someone. It means you have finally decided to protect what is growing inside of you. Your confidence is growing. Your healing is growing. Your dream is growing. Your peace is growing. And everything growing needs protection. Some of us have become known as the dependable ones. But somewhere along the way, dependable started meaning she will drop everything. She wouldn't complain. She will forgive us again. She wouldn't mind, but you did mind. You minded every last minute demand. You minded every embarrassing joke. You minded every broken promise. You minded being expected to carry responsibilities that belong to someone else. But every time it happened, you smiled and said, what do you say, guys? What do you say? Excuse me. What do you say? You smile and say, no problem. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I understand. And now you're sitting quietly asking, why does everybody expect me to drop everything for them? I'm going through this phase right now where Tom, Dick, Harry, James, Joan, Peter, Samuel, Michael, everybody gonna call me for help. They don't care if I'm busy, if I have a family, if I'm doing my business, I'm in my garden, if I'm cooking. But if they need help, they want it right away. Me, I'll jump and help them. I'll drop everything and I'll help them. And then when I sit down, I'm thinking like, when people see this face, what do they see? Help me. Answer this question. Rescue me. I need you. I need this. I need that. Do they see that written all over my face? And now you're sitting quietly and asking, God, I ask myself, I want to be greedy. I want to be rude. I want to piss off people. I want to be angry. But why? Why in my DNA I only have good deeds? I can't tell people no. Why? And maybe you're asking yourself those very same questions. Why does everybody expect me to drop everything for them? Here is the uncomfortable answer. Perhaps they expect it because that is the pattern they have repeatedly experienced. It's not happening from now. It has been happening from day one. You give in. You're willing. You're obedient. You're kind. You're generous. That does not excuse their behavior. Are you guys listening? How is it going so far? Is it relatable to you? But it does reveal a pattern that we need to change. You don't have to start shouting, and you don't have to curse, and you don't have to be angry. You're marketing. You don't need to send a 20 paragraph angry page. You're more. That's my dad would say those words like a funny way. I don't even know what it means, but I think it's bad. You don't need to put up a Facebook post hoping the guilty person recognizes themselves. You can calmly say, I cannot do that today. I will not continue this conversation while I'm being insulted. Bingo! When your husband argues with you and your wife argues with you and she's insulting you, say, what are you going to say? I cannot continue this conversation while I'm being insulted. Walk away. I need more notice in the future. If somebody's addressing you with something, say, I need more notice in the future. That joke hurt me. If somebody's joking, like a fat lady joke, tell them up front. Look them in the face, square in the eyes, and say, that joke hurt me. Please do not use me as a punchline again. You have to put a stop to it, or else you're going to be a punching bag for jokes all the time. One time, this happened to me. I went to my brother-in-law's house, and his son bought a new house. So we went to visit the new house. And I walk upstairs. They were showing me the house. So I walk up the floor and stuff like that. And when I come down, my husband tells his nephew, I think your house is going to be okay. Once Auntie Sherry walked through it, it is sturdy. It is good. And they all laugh. And I laughed too, because I didn't want to cause a conflict or a problem. But when I come home, I said, that shit that you did there, cut it out. I am not your punchline. I am not your joke. He said, oh, it was just a joke. I just want to show them that I can make joke with you and they can make joke with your wife. I said, I don't care. I don't care whose wife can make joke with whose husband. I don't care. You don't make a fat lady joke out of me. And that was it. Mike never made that joke ever again. You got to put a stop. No matter how your husband love you, how you love your husband, they will bullshit you sometimes. And they will crack some crazy jokes and embarrass you and make you feel like you're the fat person in the room. When you're fat, but don't let people tell you that you're fat. You don't need to. You know that you're fat. I don't need anybody to tell me that I'm fat. I know I'm fat. I understand that you are disappointed, but my answer is still no. And when they become upset, you don't have to explain no until it becomes a yes. You can simply say, I understand that you're disappointed, but my answer is still no. And no means no. Some people will adjust. Some people will become angry. Some may accuse you of changing. And you know what? They may be right. You have changed. And tonight, I think a lot of you will change. You have stopped abandoning yourself to keep everyone else comfortable. Someone's resistance to your boundary does not automatically mean your boundary is wrong. You got to put up that fence. If you want to protect your vegetables, you've got to put up the fence from the groundhog and the squirrels. If you want to protect your body, you have to put that boundary up. Sometimes they're simply adjusting to a version of you they can no longer control through guilt. Let me have a quick audience poll tonight. Which is harder for you? Setting a boundary or keeping it? Can you guys tell me? Which is harder for you? Come on, I need some participation tonight. Type setting it or keeping it in the comments. And let me see if anybody did that. Can I take a look? Anybody did that? Anybody setting a boundary, or are you keeping it? Here is something else we must understand. A boundary is not about controlling another person. A boundary is about deciding what you will do. A boundary is not you're never allowed to become angry. You cannot control another person's emotion. A boundary is, if the yelling or insults begin, I will end the conversation and return when we can speak respectfully to each other. A boundary is not revenge. A boundary is not punishment. A boundary is a decision about what you will and will not continue participating in. And here are 4 truths I want you to remember. Number 1, your kindness is not permission for disrespect. Write that down. Put it on your refrigerator. Make it into a headline. You cannot be kind without becoming somebody's doormat. Number 2, forgiveness does not require unlimited access. You can forgive someone and still require trust to be rebuilt. Number 3, feeling guilty does not always mean you're doing something wrong. For example, self-care. Sometimes I feel guilty, but it's not wrong. It is okay for me to take care of myself. Sometimes guilt simply means you're doing something new. Like get your hair done, get your makeup done, get your nails done, get your eyebrows waxed. I need to do all of that. Sometimes guilt simply means you're doing something new. Number 4, a boundary without follow through eventually becomes another request. Listen, don't be like dog, vomit and eat them back. If you make a boundary, follow through with it. Let people respect you, all right? Or else they're going to keep doing the same darn thing to you all the time. If you say, I will end the conversation if you insult me, but remain for another hour of insults, the person learns that your boundary can be ignored. You get my drift now? Your words identify boundary. Your actions establish it. We're into 23 minutes. Let me give you a simple method to remember. It is called reset. Reset, R-E-S-E-T. R, recognize the repeated pattern. Come on, write it down. Don't examine only the latest incident. No, go back years. Ask yourself, is this the first time or the 15th time? Is there change behavior or only another apology? The letter E, we're doing on reset, right? That was for R. We're going to E. Express the boundary clearly. Say what you mean calmly and directly. Clear does not mean cruel. When you stand firm and you tell people your mind, how you want to be treated, when you say it clearly, it doesn't mean you're cruel, right? So express yourself, man. S, reset, right? S is select an action you control. Select an action you control. Decide what safe action you will take if the behavior continues. Call 911. E, expect discomfort and resistance. Expect discomfort and resistance, because For years, this person has been doing you this. This woman has been treating you like a dog. This man has been treating you like a pig. Now, when you start to set boundaries, it'll be a little discomfort, right? And there might be a little resistance. A lot. People who benefited from your lack of boundaries may not celebrate when you finally establish one. So, ladies out there, if you feel that everything I said tonight has been happening to you for years, it's time you press that reset button. They may say, you've changed. One time my husband told me, since you come to America, your mouth get hot. My mouth was never hot. It's because I never speak up. You think you're better than us. You're being selfish. That's what it will tell you because you changed now, right? You're standing firm on solid ground now. But sometimes you've changed really means you no longer accept what once benefited me. That's what a narcissistic person will tell you because I used to treat you like crap. I used to take it and I used to enjoy it. I used to punch you in the face. I used to feel good. Now you no longer take it. It doesn't benefit me anymore, right? T, we're on the letter T. That's reset, the last letter. Track behavior, not beautiful words. Track the behavior, not beautiful words. Are they making an honest effort? Are they accepting responsibility when they hit you? Do they ask for forgiveness? Do they apologize? Do they show remorse? Are they respecting your boundary? An apology can sound beautiful. Oh, some people have sugar in the mouth. They will knock the living daylight out of you 1 minute, and the next minute, like, I'm so sorry, sweetheart. It won't happen again. Next day, they bash your head into a wall, and they're like, oh, honey, I didn't expect that it's going to happen. I'm so sorry. And it goes on, day after day, weeks after week, nights after night, years after years. And what do? You did not set the boundary. You need to set that reset button tonight. An apology can sound beautiful, but change behavior is what rebuilds trust. When that person is changed, then I will trust you again. And it's so hard for adults to change. When Hog used to eat SHIT, no matter how much you pen them up, as soon as you lose them, they go back right to the SHIT. That's a Guyanese one. Now, tonight's question is not only about how other people treat us. The biggest person watching how you treat yourself is you, me. Every time you promise yourself that you will rest, but allow everyone else to consume your time, you teach yourself that your needs comes last. And wives and mothers and moms and grandmoms, you all do it. We all do it all the time. We put our kids first. Years you spend taking care of your kids. You sacrifice your life, your time, your beauty, your health, everything for the children. And when the children grow up, they don't have time with you. They don't have time with you. They get married. They don't have time with you. Until they have kids, then they will come to realization what parents truly are. So moms, every time you promise yourself that you will rest, but allow everyone else to consume your time, you teach yourself that your needs comes last. We need to do opposites. Let's play opposites. Put your needs first. And it's not cruel. and it's not selfish. Every time you say your dream matters, but abandon it whenever someone criticizes you, you teach yourself that another person's opinion has more authority than your vision. If I will leave my husband to make a decision for me to start this business that I'm doing, hell no, he would never agree. He would never let me do a business online. No. But I am my own person. I am an individual human being who has a mind of my own, five senses of my own, and I can make my own decision. When I got married to you, love was blind. I listen to you, I obey you, I follow you, I do everything you tell me to do. But when the love fades away, what do we have? A relationship, a partnership. And you have your individual self. You have to do things on your own and don't depend on anyone. You have to stand your ground. Every time you say your dream matters, but abandon it whenever someone criticizes you, you teach yourself that another person's opinion has more authority than your vision. Don't let anyone criticize your opinion. You must have authority over your own body, your own health, your own everything that belongs to you. Every time you make a promise to yourself and repeatedly break it, you teach yourself that your own word cannot be trusted. You know, I have an Aunt Mary, my dad's sister, younger sister. She passed away when she was 39 years old. She married a man who drinks and beats her all the time. We've lived it, we've seen it. My dad took her to get a divorce. She divorced the man. A few weeks later, she take back the man. What does the man do? The man continued to beat her, to ill-treat her, to drink, and to behave bad. That's what, when you break your promise to yourself that you're going to set boundaries and you vomit and you eat it back, that's the treatment you're going to get. The same person will repeatedly abuse you, use you, and abuse you. So the deeper question is, what are you teaching yourself about your worth? What is your worth? For a man to curse you day and night, for a woman to abuse you, to insult you, to rule you and boss you. Some of us say, I'm keeping the peace. I'm keeping the peace. But is it peace if you must lose yourself to maintain it? You become insane keeping that peace. Some say that's just how they are. I've been with him for 30 years already, 40 years. He'll never change. That's how he is. I'm going to buy a pair of shoes. I'm going to wear them till I'm dead. That's what my parents tell me. Buy your shoes, I got to wear them till he's done. So till he's dead, then my life will be okay. That's my guy and he's strong. But why must who they are require you to abandon who you are? Like many of you get married and you run to take a man name, or in some culture, the man take the lady's name. Why would you change and abandon your God-given parental name that they give you, the names that your parents love you and cherish you and give it to you? You change it for somebody else's name. Why must you change? Here's the question. But why must who they are require you to abandon who you are? It means many things. I just give an example. I will never change my name for anyone. I'm still a Peters and will always be a Peters. Some say I'm being loyal, but where have you mistaken endless endurance for loyalty? You take licks every day, insult every day, do housework like a servant, feed Tom, Dick, and Harry when they come, drink rum and abuse you and beat you up, and you're saying that you're loyal? That's not loyal. That's stupidity. Some say, I don't want them to leave. Why don't you want someone who is abusing you for your whole life? You, your kids are living in torment, and you don't want them to leave. Let them go. Be like Elsa. Let it go. Let it go. But who are you becoming just to make them stay? Having that person in your presence, you are becoming a living dead. You're becoming a monster in disguise. Here's a question that may tumble your brains tonight. Are you protecting the relationship or are you protecting the pattern? What are you protecting? If your daughter, sister, or best friend came to you with your exact story, what would you tell her? If your daughter came to you and said, Mom, my husband is beating me, punching me, and abusing me, what would you tell her? Whereas you are the one who's going through the same thing. What example, what would you tell that child? Would you tell her to keep shrinking? Don't worry. Every marriage have problem. Everybody fight every day. Bear 'em, stay picnic. Bear 'em, Betty, bear 'em. What would you tell her? To keep shrinking? Stay quiet? Take the abuse? Come on. Would you tell her that her feelings don't matter? I did drink 2 spoons of honey, organic honey, before I came up here. Would you tell her to continue accepting the same apology with no changed behavior? Or would you look into her eyes and say, you deserve respect. You need to protect your peace. You cannot keep abandoning yourself to make somebody else comfortable. Then why is that advice good enough for her, but not for you? Let me bring this into business and our dreams. When I began building my business online, I had to learn that everybody could have an opinion about my dream, but everybody did not deserve a seat at the decision-making table. You see? Critics can speak, but they don't get to hold my steering wheel. If you give everybody your best time and give your dream whatever energy is left, what are you teaching your dream about its importance? If you continue allowing fear, distraction, procrastination, and other people's opinion to control your decisions, you are tolerating the very habits that keep you stuck. You say you want freedom, but are you protecting the time required to build it? You say you want change, but are you protecting your mind from the voices that keep talking you out of it? You say your dream matters, but where is it placed on your schedule? A dream without protected time will continually be pushed aside by somebody else's priorities. Tonight, I don't want you to leave this live and start an argument. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't confront 10 people. Don't make a dramatic announcement. Choose one pattern. Complete these 3 sentences privately. Number 1, the behavior I am no longer normalizing is, write it down. The behavior I am no normalizing is the ones you see all the time from your spouse, your partner. You're not normalizing. You don't make it normal. Don't let it be an everyday habit. Don't let it happen again. Write it down. My boundary is, set your boundary. What boundary are you setting tonight? Write it down. If the behavior continues, the safe action I will take is, write it down. All 3 sentences, write them. Keep them in your wallet. Look at them every day. And if you're ready to stop participating in a harmful pattern, type reset in the comments. Reset. Come on. You don't have to be embarrassed. You don't have to have shame. No one is judging you. This platform is not a judgmental platform. I am not here to criticize. I am here to educate and to help you. Many of these things I've experienced. Been there, done that. It's your turn to press that reset button. Remember, you can love someone and change their access to you. That's powerful. Love has boundaries too. You can understand someone's pain without volunteering to become the place where they unload it. Listen, if you have a banana and I have a banana, and you want to give me that banana, to take that banana, who does the banana belongs to? The person, the first person, right? Good. You can understand someone's pain without volunteering to become the place where they unload it. You know, some people have a habit of they'll come to your house or you on the phone and they'll tell you all the stuff that's bothering them. All them janjat ki apat, them kata, Suraj Puran, and Yajna, Thanksgiving, and reading. All of it they'll bring to you and they'll load it onto you. Now you become depressed and stressed from all the troubles they gave you. And that person, they feel relief. And they danced around their kitchen because they felt light. They cast all their burdens upon you for you to worry now, right? So don't listen. You can be compassionate without abandoning yourself. You comes first. The minute someone wants to unload their dirty laundry on you, say, hey, I have to do my hair right now. It's wet. I got to dry it before I catch a cold. Talk to you later. Bye. And your no does not need 20 pages defense. Oh, I can't take you to your appointment because my car tire was punctured yesterday. Oh, I didn't have gas in it. Oh, I had to cook before I leave the house. No. Tell them plain and straight, listen, I have things to do. I cannot take you today. Simple as that. You don't engage in telling lies on top of lies because you have to tell one lie to cover that lie and tell another lie to cover that lie. And you keep lying and lying and lying and lying. And it doesn't make sense. You can be compassionate without abandoning yourself. And your no does not need 20 pages defense. Before you go to sleep tonight, ask yourself, what has keeping everybody else comfortable cost me? That's the big question. Has it cost me my voice? Because some of you, people take them eyes and pass you so much, you become like a mumu. You become like a laughing stock. You become like a dumb goat in the family. What has keep everybody else is comfortable cost me? Has it cost me my voice, my confidence, my energy, my time, my dream, my self respect? And if this pattern remains unchanged for the next 5 years, will I willingly choose it again? 45 minutes. We're going on an hour tonight. Tonight, decide what you're going to teach people from this moment forward. I'm going to teach people that my time has value. I'm going to teach people, I'm going to teach them that my kindness is not weakness. I hate when people use my kindness for my weakness. I'm going to teach them that my voice deserves room in the conversation. I'm a part of the family. I'm not nobody's servant. I'm going to teach them that love and respect must live in the same house. And most importantly, I'm going to teach myself that I deserve the same care I give so freely to everybody else. Hands, wash, hands, make, clean, hands. One hand cannot make a sound, cannot make a clap. Takes two, right? If tonight's message spoke to you, type I choose peace. Come on, do it, do it, do it. Let's do it. I choose peace in the comments and share this live with someone who gives so much to others that they sometimes forget themselves. And if you're curious, building my business online and creating new choices for my life, message me the word information or visit www.patriciapeters247.com. I'll share the information with you. No pressure, just a conversation. Until next time, protect your peace, honor your voice, and remember, a learning mind is a growing mind. I'm Patricia Peters, and this has been another powerful evening on Chat with Pat. Good night, everybody. If you look around and you find that there are no good human beings in the world, please be the first one to be kind, caring, and loving. Ciao for now. Thank you for being part of Chat with Pat. Until we meet again, keep believing, keep growing, and keep inspiring. God bless you. And remember, every conversation leaves a lasting impact. Looking forward to seeing you on the next episode of Chat with Pat.
Sparks turn my hustle into what left my name on the charts. I don't clock in, I don't clock out. I'm on the heights, all about. Built this empire brick by brick. Digital fly, making dreams stick. I'm a boss lady, calling my shots. Freedom in my veins, can't be bought.